Hello and welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping or wholesaling houses, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So I wanted to talk about, people were asking me what my marketing percentages are from each channel and that kind of thing, and I sort of did a video about why I think it's not that important, and I got a lot of pushback. We want to know if we're using certain lists. So let me explain what I mean when I say that my marketing percentages are not that important, because I almost don't want to share them, because I feel like people will take that and say, well, I have to do it the same way. My hair is messed up. Wow. So let me explain. My percentages are based on where I am right now and how long I've been doing them for a long time. Your marketing spend and focus should not depend on me at all. First of all, your location is different. Second of all, you might be better at certain marketing channels than I am. Third of all, you might be using different lists than I am. Fourth of all, you may not have a budget that I have. So, for example, if I'm getting 40% of my leads from pay-per-click and it's costing me $15,000 a month, that might not be something you want to spend. Even on mail, it might not be something you want to spend. So I think you have to take your marketing plan, and this is what I do for some of my coaching students, really based on the resources you have when you start. So what do I mean? I mean, how much are you willing to commit to spend monthly? How much time are you willing to put in? What channel do you really want to spend your resources, either time or money, on? And that's the way you look at it. Don't look at what I'm doing, right? My marketing mix changes all the time, right? It recently changed. I wasn't doing pay-per-click for a long time. I'm doing it now. I'm still figuring it out. So I don't want to say, hey, I get certain percentage from this channel, certain percentage from this channel, certain percentage from this channel, this is what I spend. To me, it's foolish. I think it's more important that you have to figure out from your end what you're interested in, what you are willing to commit to, and then you can build a marketing plan from that. And that's what I do for the students. It's completely based on you. I don't even want it to be based on me, because everybody's different. And also, let's say I tell you I'm spending $15,000 a month on pay-per-click, and you say, well, I can only spend $1,500. You may get zero results at $1,500, because that's not enough of a spend on pay-per-click. And the other way around, where if I'm spending $5,000 a month on mail, and you say, well, I'm going to spend $20,000 a month on mail, you may only get the same results as me, because a lot of the gurus teach us, and I believed it for a long time, and it really, I think, is misleading. And that is, well, pay attention to your numbers, and whatever you're getting a good return on ad spend or a good return on investment, you just increase it, right? Spend $1 billion on it, and it's not accurate, right? If you spent $1 billion on mail, you wouldn't get 1,000 times the results of spending $1 million on mail. There are levels where if you increase the spend, you don't get any results. It happens with pay-per-click too, right? There's only so much search in with given specific keywords in specific areas. So if you think, well, I'm just going to spend $1 million a day on pay-per-click with Google, and therefore I'm going to get a $10 million a day return, it's not going to work. So it's something where you have to tweak. You have to see also your infrastructure, right? How are you able to handle the leads coming in? Do you answer them live? Do you answer them well? Do you convert a decent percentage? Are the leads good? Are the leads shitty? These are the things that you need to analyze, and you only can analyze them. And this is really the part no one talks about. The only way to really know your numbers is over time. So in most parts of the country, you can probably come up with a decent number, 6 to 9 months. But in New York, you need like 12 to 18 months to figure out what's going on, to really see any good return. So I think it's important to understand that your marketing mix, your marketing plan should only be based on you, not on me, because my resources are different than yours. My structure of people answering calls and following up is different than yours, and you do not want to borrow that from somebody else who has a completely different place than you. So I think it's important to, when you work on marketing, you have to think, first of all, you have to think only really of what your situation is, not on anybody else's situation. And I know that that's not what people want to hear. They want to hear, well, you've had success, so therefore we want to duplicate your success. And that sounds fine. But it's completely different in my situation than it is in your situation. So that's why I really didn't get into it, and I didn't drive down the numbers granularly, because I think it changes all the time. My marketing mix changes all the time. My marketing spend changes all the time. My marketing plan changes all the time. It's based on what's going on in my business, right? If I have 2 people leave my lead intake team, I may change what I'm doing on marketing because I don't want the people that are left to be overwhelmed. These are the kinds of things that change all the time. And if you have nobody in lead intake, then you have to understand your marketing plan has to be based on what you can handle, right? Are you able to answer calls all the time? Do you want to answer calls all the time? Do you want to hire a service to take calls? And what do you want them? What information you want them to take? All these things matter, and I think it's important that everybody understands that their own specific situation, your own specific situation, is going to really drive how your marketing mix is, much more than anybody else, or any guru, anybody you're listening to, anybody successful, anybody you know. And I think it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I know people do it all the time. They want a blueprint, right? They want exact numbers. How much do I have to spend? Tell me, blah blah. And I can tell you that as a coach and as a mentor, everybody's situation is different. Everybody. Right? It would be nice if I told you this is what spend 30% on mail, spend 30% on PPC, spend 30% on 50% on calling, and spend 25% on texting. It doesn't work if you are not ready to handle it, and it doesn't work if you can't afford it. So it's crucial that everybody figures out their own situation from what is going on in their own life. So I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in all the ways I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, go to coaching.howtoflipnewyork.com. Please keep the comments coming. I post 5 times a week, so you can ask any question. It does not have to be about the video you're watching. And if it's something simple, I'll just reply with an answer. If it's something I've covered recently, I'll send you links to videos. And if it's something new, I will do a brand new video on it. So thank you very, very much for watching.